So the Pittsburgh Steelers just got some really great news for this defense. Now I'm going to go in a few different directions here, but first, I got a question for the comments. We'll chop it up there. Who is the most underrated player on this team in your opinion? Leave your answer in the comments, and I'm going to keep with this theme here for this video. So we've got a huge difficulty that we're seeing here, signing a new extension for TJ Watt. PFF just did something here. They just named Nick Herbig as the most underrated player on this team. There's no guarantee that TJ Watt is going to finish his career in the yellow and black, right? There's a need to really empty the coffers because this comes up against the recent Myles Garrett signing, just completely reset the market. And then there's also pressure on doing it now with urgency because Micah Parsons is being rumored to sign an extension very soon with Dallas, and that's just going to launch the cost for Watt into the stratosphere. I'm going to get to that, but here's an argument here. I think you can really argue that the Steelers have one of the most potent four guys rushing the passer in the whole NFL. You've got TJ Watt, you've got Alex Highsmith for you guys, right? Newly drafted Jack Sawyer and Nate Herbig. Not a lot of people are talking about Herbig. He's kind of a luxury that many teams would like to have, right? Get zero credit for what he's done over his limited opportunities. That kind of stops now. Let's talk about him. And I think also I want to put something in front of you. Is it possible that Herbig, he might be the insurance that the Pittsburgh Steelers need just in case Watt can't be extended? Now, I think he definitely should be, but what if it doesn't happen? He is the definition of underrated. Let's look at his performance when given an opportunity. And this is straight from Jonathan Macri at PFF. Check this out. Since 2022, Herbig owns a 91.4 PFF pass rush grade. Wow, that's huge. And that ranks 7th among all edge defenders with at least 250 pass rush snaps. Now we're looking with Watt and Highsmith occasionally missing time due to injury. That's happened over the years. Really having a high-end pass rusher like Herbig just waiting in the wings, it's a very underrated and valuable option. Not many teams have this luxury. Now, don't get me wrong, he's only started 5 games in his career, but he'd be starting for a lot of teams every single week. And let's just look at those 5 starts. That's kind of our window here. 5.5 sacks, this is in 5 starts, 4 forced fumbles, rep for rep. This guy's an absolute stud. He's got great explosion, great efficiency, passes the eye test like crazy. Now, TJ Watt, he's the gold standard here, right? Highsmith, really as complete as they come, super good against the run. Looking at 2025, though, let's be honest. Things have gone really badly if he starts due to Highsmith and Watt being there. We want them to stay healthy, but look, for this guy to really break out in year 3, I think it's going to happen. Keep the starters fresh, really see what you have in him, and I think the dude's going to get double-digit sacks. I think that's a definite possibility while still punching the ball out too with turnovers and also some nice insurance just in case this Watt deal doesn't get done. An absolutely disastrous situation if that happens. Herbig might be the solution. He might be the insurance that you guys as Pittsburgh Steelers fans need to see. And while I'm on that, this is Sports Talk Steelers. I'm Sean. Hey, I got a confession to make. Longtime Chicago Bears fan with the Bears channel. Check it out. But when Justin Fields came to Pittsburgh, it brought me to Pittsburgh. I started watching you guys on the regular, kind of got invested, and before I knew it, I was doing a channel. So I like to say that Justin Fields brought me here. Hatred of Aaron Rodgers might absolutely keep me here. So stay with me. This is a young channel. We're growing. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, this is an impartial kind of an outsider's view, an unbiased view of your Pittsburgh Steelers on the daily. So, okay, let's look at this, though, on TJ Watt. This has got to get done quickly, right? The clock is ticking. Let's kind of look at this in more detail. Myles Garrett, he just reset absolutely everything. A 4-year, $160 million deal. Wow, I had to look at that. $160 million. And then now someone like Bob Labriola of Steelers.com, he's saying this. I'm just going to quote, "Patience. Signing a superstar such as TJ Watt to a contract extension is not a simple matter, so it's going to take time. Those kind of things usually take place during the summer, and we're not even into Memorial Day yet. I get it. Watt is a year older as well. There's risk here, but come on, man. His brother JJ said it best. The Steelers have moved way too slowly here, and I absolutely agree. His brother JJ believes that the Steelers messed up big time by not giving his brother an extension way sooner. They could have gotten a hometown discount. I think that's absolutely correct. But now the price is going to continue to rise. So many pass rushers in line to receive new deals. And this is straight from JJ. Look, the earlier you get the deal done, the better deal you get. That's just a fact. And he just said this on the Pat McAfee show. That's why, my personal belief, they should have done it last year, because I think there was a hometown discount to be had last year. But now the longer you wait this year, you've got Micah Parsons coming up. And like you said, you also have Aiden Hutchinson. You got Myles Garrett just getting paid. These guys are setting the market. They are getting new deals. So what's going to happen? The number's going to inch closer to 4 in front of it than 3s. So you're going to want to get that done earlier rather than later, because the price, it's not going down. You got Micah Parsons, like JJ said. He's just waiting in the wings to set the market. Again, waiting on this only makes it worse. We got to get this deal done now, because it's rumored that Parsons, he's looking to become the first ever defensive player to receive a $200 million total contract. So what are we looking at? Offering Watt a 3-year, $122 million contract. That would give him bragging rights, right? It might give him bragging rights over Garrett if you look at the structure, but it would also keep the Cowboys star defensive end from inadvertently absolutely destroying the Steelers' cap space by getting his deal signed first. It's going to get worse. Pay him now. Stop the waiting. Get this done, Omar Khan. And we can all share laughs, right, about what the Cincinnati Bengals did. Waiting way too long to sign their wide receivers, Chase and Higgins. Higgins was on, wasn't he on the tag for 2 years in a row? They finally had to pony up and pay him a huge contract. You know what Chase got. He absolutely reset the market at wide receiver. Absolutely ridiculous and avoidable situations if they would have acted sooner. Sign extensions, not free agent contracts when you're competing against other players. Just get it done early if you've identified the players that you want to retire as players on your team. This is where Pittsburgh is. Now, look at their situation with Trey Hendrickson. He's asking for a new deal, and I don't think Cincinnati can afford it at this point. They're paying so much money for Burrow, Chase, and Higgins. The money's just not there, and they're going to absolutely kill their cap more. They should have never been in this situation. They should have not been idiots and got these contracts done earlier when they had the opportunity. That's absolutely where the Steelers were last year. And now that you are where you are this year, just suck it up, get the contract done for, even if you have to pay the same or if just a titch more than Myles Garrett, get it done soon, because you've got Hutch. You've also got Parsons coming that are just going to make it worse. So if you've made a decision as a team that you want him to retire a Steeler, then the time to do it is right now. Let's hear what Omar Khan had to say. He said this way back at the Combine, but he still hasn't acted and gotten this deal done. So this is what Khan had to say. TJ's one of those legacy guys. I was around Hines Ward and Troy. Those guys played their entire careers here. That's a really special thing. I'm hopeful and confident that TJ, he's going to be one of those guys. He wasn't willing to share the exact timeline, but he said that it would be sometime between then and the start of the 2025 season. But now we're up against the Parsons contract, so there's got to be some urgency here. I don't want to get into details on that. It's been different depending on the circumstances. TJ's been a big part of this team. I'm confident and hopeful that he will be here for a very long time. So look, it's a really nice thing to see from PFF. Herbig is definitely a luxury on this team as part of maybe the best the best 4 players as pass rushers that any other team has. He is a luxury. He's only started 5 games in his career. Look for him to break out in a really big way this year. Like I said, I think he's going to get double-digit sacks, a bunch of turnovers, and also it's actual insurance just in case this TJ Watt deal cannot get done. But Steelers, get this deal done. I'll continue to be here with daily Pittsburgh Steelers news and viewpoints from an outsider's view. You guys like and subscribe. Would love to have you here to grow this with you. So we'll talk soon. See ya.